same way, so we've come up with a special way to recognize them, the Pet of the Month. That's right, at Medical Arts, we will select a Pet of the Month, and here's how you can get your pet selected. Simply take a picture of your pet on your cell phone, send it to our Facebook page, and we'll pick the cutest pet out of those that are submitted. If your darling doesn't get selected this month, don't worry. We'll do it again next month, and your picture will be considered again. It's easy and it's fun. The Pet of the Month each month will be featured on our sign with its name and your name as well. Also, because you love your pet, you want to keep it healthy. And for those special medicines that your pet may need, we have Glasgow's very best veterinary prescription compounding center to make your pet feel special every day. So come in and see us. You and your pet will be glad you did. Medical Arts Pharmacy, Professional Park in Glasgow.
A local radio service of Royce Radio Incorporated. This is WCLU Glasgow. WCLU FM Munfordville, Glasgow. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Tensions continue to rise between the U.S. and Tehran. U.S. intelligence officials are warning Iranian militias in Iraq are ready to attack Americans there. Magid Ravanchi is Iran's ambassador to the UN.
I believe that President Trump does not want a war.
But he believes others in the administration may. Lawmakers in Washington are learning more. CBS's Mark Liverman.
On Thursday, the White House briefed a group of top congressional leaders known as the Gang of Eight on that intelligence.
And I would hate for this to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff is one of them.
These efforts to ratchet up pressure on Iran with no guide path to where this is supposed to lead us is leading us, in fact, to a very dangerous place.
Officials in 2 counties in South Florida say they're bracing for an influx of migrants. Live to Orlando, and correspondent Peter King.
Broward and Palm Beach County officials say they were blindsided when the Miami Border Patrol chief told them they'll be getting about 300 migrants every week. They say there's no plan from the feds, so far no money for housing, health care, and food. Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw is worried about public safety.
We don't know what the backgrounds on these people are.
Palm Beach County Mayor Mac Bernard.
We want better plan from our federal government. We are not a border state.
The first migrants are supposed to arrive in about 2 weeks. They'll be released while awaiting asylum hearings. Deborah?
There's new information on how far White House officials may have gone to try to interfere with the Mueller investigation. Newly unsealed court papers document one instance involving former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Correspondent Bill Rakoff.
Flynn told the special counsel's office that people connected to the Trump administration and Congress contacted him about his cooperation with the Russia investigation. A court filing from prosecutors says Flynn and his attorneys received communications from unidentified people connected to the administration and Congress that, quote, could have affected both his willingness to cooperate and the completeness of that cooperation, end quote.
3 people have been arrested in connection with the murder of a pregnant woman in Chicago. Police say she was strangled before her near-term baby was cut from her womb. Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson.
Words really cannot express how disgusting and thoroughly disturbing these allegations are.
The baby is in critical condition on life support. Fire officials say 12 people came away with just minor injuries after an F-16 fighter jet slammed into a warehouse near March Reserve Air Force Base east of L.A.
The turbines were spinning. I could see the plane in the back of the warehouse. There's no roof on the building, so you're looking through the roof. The walls are gone.
The pilot parachuted to safety. S&P futures down 13. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Your daughter's a genius, and with all those smarts comes a lot of travel. So you're at Hampton by Hilton for a science fair in Springfield. Last month she was a mathlete in Martindale. Next she'll be a robot whiz in Riverside. She fuels up on free Hampton waffles. You fuel up on coffee. With 6 hours of applied biology ahead of you, you need all your synapses firing. Proud parent of a prodigy? That's why we're here with free hot breakfast and more than 2,400 locations. Book at Hampton.com for our price match guarantee. Hampton by Hilton. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. So why aren't more things in life customizable? Why isn't a burger cheaper when you ask for no onions? I don't want them. So shouldn't you deduct the price of the onions, right? Otherwise, I'm paying for the onions, but I'm not receiving any onions.
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer.
A look back for Game of Thrones fans ahead of Sunday's series finale.
It all began on the picturesque tiny island nation of Malta, south of Italy. Much of season 1 was filmed here. Producer Oliver Malia.
It offered quite a rich diversity of locations that could serve a number of kingdoms in the story.
Malcolm Alul worked on the show.
You see me as a Stark, as a Lannister, as a Goat Cloak, and even as a Dothraki.
He started Malta film tours to show off the filming locations. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, Malta.
Barbie gets prestigious recognition from the Council of Fashion Designers of America. It's granted her its Board of Directors Tribute Award. Barbie cited for her wide influence on American fashion and culture. She's inspired signature dolls by Oscar de la Renta, Ralph Lauren, Bob Mackie, and Vera Wang. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there's no way out? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Get off the debt treadmill and stop the harassment. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Call now at 800-899-8922 for free information. For about 10 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Get off the endless cycle without having to declare bankruptcy. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
Head into Wendy's and treat yourself to a small Frosty for just 50 cents. At a participating Wendy's for a limited time.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Good morning, 68 degrees.
On WCLU Local News. Online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
68 degrees from WCLU at 8 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. On the Live and Local morning show, we've got birthdays to talk to you about today here in WCLU. For example, we've got the birthday today of Bobby Bullington. Happy birthday to Timmy Chapman. Zandrea McClellan. Zandrea is turning 3 today. Lisa Beatty has a birthday. Tommy Fields. Tommy will get you on that 70th birthday. We'll be sounding the 70 gong for Tommy Fields at the bottom of the hour today. This morning, actually this hour. Gay Gibson has a birthday today. Bonnie Pursley is 76. It's Bill Walters' birthday. Patty Brown, Cynthia Rowland. We have Shane McPherson celebrating. Vicki Jones with a birthday today, too. It's Gracie May Jones. Gracie May is 9 years old today. That's just round number one. We've got birthdays and anniversaries for the weekend, too, coming up here in a little bit. 6519149, 800-956-1023. Online, a simple click here at WCLUradio.com. I'm going to jump over here and let Ray Stajic tell you how things are shaping up as we approach the weekend here in South Central Kentucky. What do you think, Ray?
Northwest flow, not much going on. Seeing a few clouds of clear sky this morning, but change in the offing. We'll see a temperature change, but not much in the way of wet weather coming in over the next few days. And temperature change is going to be in the upward direction. 90 degrees, probably going to keep that away for now. As I said, we won't see too much in the way of rain. A little fog in this morning, otherwise clear, then partly cloudy as we get into the afternoon, 82. Tonight, just a stray shower thunderstorm, 63. Tomorrow, some clouds in the morning, then a mix of clouds and sun in the afternoon. Once again, a passing shower thunderstorm. Rain not all that widespread and won't rain that long if it does rain at your house, 87. Saturday, maybe a shower or two in the afternoon, middle 80s. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Highs low 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Current conditions, the barometer is at 29.90. Winds out of the southwest at about 5 miles an hour. 88% humidity. We have not recorded any precip in the past 24 hours. We've dropped a little bit. You know, at the 5 o'clock hack this morning, we were at 70 degrees. We're dropped to 68 degrees this morning now here at WCLU. So it's going to be on the warm side on this Friday. Brendan Crane from WCLU News with a live and local 6 o'clock morning edition straight ahead.
BG Tire is way more than just tires, though they are the perfect fit for your new tires using your tax refund. Plus, they're your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save you time. Alignments, oil changes, and brake work, BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company that Bowling Green and Glasgow have trusted for over 4 generations. BG Tire, across from BG Home Furnishings on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do at a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I do to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Glasgow Police Department will hold a law enforcement memorial service today for all the citizens of Glasgow and Barron County. The service starts at 1 p.m. at the Glasgow Police Department. The speakers of the ceremony will include Chief Guy Howie, Sheriff Kent Keene, Commonwealth Attorney John Gardner, Circuit Court Clerk Chrissy Coe-Fields, Mayor M.D. Armstrong, County Judge Executive Michael Hell, and special guest speaker District Judge Gabe Pendleton. Again, the public is invited to attend. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury yesterday around 7:09 in the morning on G.L. Comer Road and YMCA Way. The Glasgow Police Department, Glasgow Fire Department, and Barron Metcalf EMS all responded. And there was another accident with injury at 7:37 yesterday morning at the Cave City Dollar General. Cave City Police, Cave City Fire, and Barron Metcalf EMS all responded. The Military Order of the Purple Heart, Heartland Chapter 67, invites the public to attend the Willa B. Brown Pioneer Life Award ceremony next Tuesday. The event will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. The award will be given to the descendants of Willa B. Brown. For more information, call 270-304-6044 or the Cultural Center at 270-651-9792. There will be a retirement reception for Barron County High School Principal Brad Johnson next Tuesday. The event will be held at the Barron County Innovation Zone from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. This is a community-wide event, and everyone is welcome to attend, according to the school. We have 6:13, 68 degrees. We'll be right back for more local news.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Summer is almost here, and you don't want to miss out on the Summer Kickoff Memorial Day sales event going on all month long at Goodman Nissan. This month, we are making deals you don't want to miss out on. Great deals on Nissan, which includes rebates and special interest rates on many models, like a Rogue with $1,500 in rebates and 0.9% for 60 months, or a Nissan Murano with up to $3,750 in rebates and 0.9% APR for 60 months. Not looking for new? That's okay. We have great sales prices on our used inventory, and we offer more for your trade. Plus, it gets even better. As part of our summer kickoff sales event, everyone who takes an official test drive will be entered to win either a 55-inch TV or a Weber gas grill. So come in today for your test drive. Goodman Automotive, home of the powertrain for life. Things were never better at Goodman.
Great deals, no games. Come home to Goodman.
All special APR subject to credit approval.
This week at your Houchins IGA, save more with digital coupons. Sign up at home at myiga.com, clip coupons to your account, and redeem at checkout using your phone number. It's that easy. Save more on items like Select IGA ice cream, Select IGA potato chips, Select IGA biscuits, and Select Maxwell House coffee. See these digital coupon offers and many more at myiga.com. This week only at your Houchins IGA.
In more news this hour, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin's administration has started its appeal of a federal judge's ruling that struck down a state abortion law that would halt a common second trimester procedure to end pregnancies. The Republican governor's legal team filed a notice of appeal Wednesday with the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. U.S. District Judge Joseph H. McKinley Jr. ruled last week that the 2018 law would create a substantial obstacle to a woman's right to an abortion, violating constitutionally protected privacy rights. Bevin, who opposes abortion, immediately vowed to repeal. The law takes aim at an abortion procedure known as dilation and evacuation. According to state statistics, the procedure was used in 537 of 3,312 abortions in Kentucky in 2016. A consent order suspended the law's enforcement pending the outcome of last year's trial. Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andy Beshear has denounced a short-lived attack against him as one of the most disgusting ads in Kentucky political history. The TV ad briefly ran by a super PAC came up during a debate Thursday night among the Democratic candidates for governor. The group later said it was pulling the ad. The group supports one of Beshear's main Democratic rivals, Adam Edlund. Beshear said the group is mainly bankrolled by the mother-in-law of Edlund's running mate. Beshear called elections an integrity test and said one candidate has failed, a reference to Edlund. Edlund responded by trying to link Beshear to campaign cash from the maker of OxyContin. It's a claim that Edlund and the super PAC both made in previous ads. Beshear's campaign has called those ads shameful and false. Undaunted by his status as a political underdog, State Representative Robert Goforth has logged more than 10,000 miles in his pickup truck and invested at least $750,000 of his own money into challenging Kentucky's governor in the state's Republican primary. Along the way, he's tried to incite a GOP revolt against incumbent Matt Bevin. Goforth points to what he sees as the governor's shortcomings, from his handling of Kentucky's pension problems to his feud with groups representing public school teachers. Goforth says Kentuckians are, quote, fed up with Bevin, who is seeking a second term. Goforth hails from tiny East Bernstein in Laurel County. He's one of 3 GOP candidates challenging Bevin in the state's May 21st primary election. The other Republicans running for governor are William Woods and Ike Lawrence. Kentucky's chief election officer is projecting about 12.5% of the state's registered voters will turn out for next week's primary election. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes said Thursday it appears turnout next Tuesday will be consistent with past primary elections based partly on current absentee voting patterns. Grimes says it's not okay for such a small portion of Kentuckians to vote and says she hopes more Kentuckians go to the polls to prove her prediction wrong. Kentuckians will be selecting nominees for governor and other statewide constitutional offices next week. Grimes tracks absentee ballot totals as an indicator of Election Day turnout. Based on current statistics, Grimes projects next week's turnout will be in the range of the 2015 primary election, when nearly 12.6% of Kentuckians voted. And a thoroughbred retirement farm in Kentucky has welcomed former graded stakes winner Saudi Poetry as its newest resident. Old friends from farm says Saudi Poetry was donated by former thoroughbred trainer Jeff Morris and his longtime friend author Laura Hillenbrand. The farm says the 22-year-old mare arrived Wednesday. Saudi Poetry ended her racing career with 5 wins out of 15 starts, earning $596,972. As a 3-year-old, she earned her first graded stakes win at the Grade 2 Louisville Breeders' Cup handicap at Churchill Downs. She later captured the Grade 3 Fleur de Lis at the same track. Old Friend says Saudi Poetry's offspring failed to live up to her own achievements at the track. Old Friends founder Michael Blowen says the farm is lucky to have such a beautiful, intelligent mare. We have 620 at 68 degrees here at WCOU. I'm Brennan Crane.
Join us Thursdays at 7:55 a.m. as we present Banking on Business, sponsored by the People's Bank. Banking on Business is an interview segment hosted by Terry Bunnell, People's Bank president. Enjoy meeting people from your favorite local businesses and hearing the stories of how they got started and where they are headed. You can check it out online at WCLUradio.com, on EPB Channel 6, and on 103.1 and 102.3 FM and 1490 AM each Thursday, 7:55 a.m. Missed a segment? Go to WCLUradio.com/banking on business to see the past segments or to apply for your business to be a Banking on Business Spotlight. Apply today. WCLUradio.com/banking on business.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
With just days until the primary election, Kentucky's Democratic gubernatorial candidates face off in their final debate.
We got to have a world-class public education system, and we got to have a healthy healthcare industry for us to be able to grow the kind of economy we want for the future.
House Minority Leader Rocky Adkins, Attorney General Andy Beshear.
Our revenue problems are directly related to our pension crisis, and I believe that a pension is a promise, and as governor, I will fully fund it.
Former State Auditor Adam Edlin.
If we're going to build a new Kentucky, we've got to leave behind the politics of the past and embrace those things that drive the modern economy.
Businessman Jeff Young also taking part in that debate. Kentucky's chief election official is projecting about 12.5% of the state's registered voters will turn out for Tuesday's primary. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes says it appears turnout next Tuesday will be consistent with past primary elections based partly on current absentee voting patterns. The Magoffin County toddler found alive after going missing for nearly 3 days is recovering in a West Virginia hospital. Kenneth Howard's aunt says he hasn't really said anything other than to ask to drink. Vicki Howard says the 22-month-old is recovering from dehydration, swelling, and several tick bites. Doctors are doing health tests on the toddler. They say he could go home today. A former special deputy with Ballard County is facing theft and official misconduct charges. Derek Turner was arrested this week and booked into the McCracken County Jail. Sheriff Ronnie Giles says body cam footage shows money went missing during a traffic stop. Only 2 people had access to the car during the stop, and one was Turner, the other a full-time deputy. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The new FN 509 midsize 9mm pistol is now part of FN's legendary concealed carry lineup, and it is a natural fit. With its smaller grip frame modeled after the battle-proven million rounds tested FN 509, the FN 509 midsize comes with 2 15-round magazines and naturally improves concealability. Available at your local firearms dealer. FN, the world's most battle-proven firearms.
If you're itching to shake off the winter blues, jump headfirst into spring at Kentucky's diverse state parks. Enjoy full-service resort lodges, cozy cottages, and scenic campsites for your whole crew, or just for two, plus top-rated golf courses and breathtaking lakes, perfect for exhilarating adventures or peaceful escapes. Put a little spring back in your step in the Bluegrass State. Plan your Kentucky State Parks getaway today at parks.ky.gov.
South Central Kentucky Monuments would like to use this time to reflect on the many men and women who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country. As Memorial Day approaches, you can continue to honor our veterans by going to the cemetery and decorating and cleaning up the gravesite of our brave soldiers. After all, it was first known as Decoration Day. So from my friends David and Adam Jesse at South Central Kentucky Monuments, thank you to all veterans, both past and present, for the freedoms we enjoy today.
Local news time from WCLU is 6:24. We have 68 degrees at the studios of WCLU. Ray Stasic says we could get up as high as 88 degrees today. We'll check in with Ray in just a few moments. In area funeral announcements this hour, Dr. Gordon McAlpin, age 64, of Tompkinsville, died Wednesday at his residence. Gordon is the son of Mary Kathleen Buck McAlpin of Tompkinsville and the late Liesl Boyd McAlpin. He was a 1973 graduate of Tompkinsville High School. He graduated in 1980 from a class at the University of Louisville Dental School, was a local dentist, and attended the Tompkinsville First Baptist Church. Gordon is survived by his wife of 40 years, Andrea Moore McAlpin, three daughters, Hillary Carnahan and husband Dallas, Leslie Ulrich and husband Josh, and Caitlin Brown and husband Matthew Brown, all of Tompkinsville. Sister Leanne Taylor of Louisville. 5 grandchildren also survive. Funeral service for Dr. Gordon McAlpin will be Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Interment to be at the Oak Hill Cemetery. Visitation will be Saturday from 4 until 8 and Sunday from 6 until 2. The family requests donations to the American Cancer Society, the First Baptist Church Youth Fund, or the First Baptist Church Christian Life Center. Sandra Kelly, age 71, of the Priceville community, died Wednesday at Hardin Memorial Hospital. Mrs. Kelly was retired from Louisville Betting in Munfordville and was a member of the Campground Methodist Church and the Bonneville Order of Eastern Star. She is survived by her husband, Ed Kelly, 2 daughters, Pamela Kelly of Munfordville and Patricia Somerton of Mount Barker, South Australia, 4 grandchildren, Sydney, Donald, George, and Dallas, 2 brothers, David and Jay Jones, both of St. Louis, 1 sister, Sherry Statler of Chicago. The funeral service for Sandra Kelly will be Saturday at 1 o'clock at the Campground Methodist Church, with cremation to follow. Visitation will be tonight from 5 until 8 at the Seagull Funeral Home. An Eastern Star service will be held at 7 p.m. on Friday. Funeral services for Connie Baker, age 72, of Glasgow, will be at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon at Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burial will follow in the Pleasant Hill Cemetery at Randolph. Visitation begins at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. A celebration of life service for Tina Marie McIntyre, age 50, of Tompkinsville, will be held at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home, interment to be in the Poplar Log Cemetery in Barron County. Visitation will be held tonight from 5:30 until 8, and then Saturday from 6 until 1. The family requests donations to help with funeral expenses. A funeral mass for Lucia Pauline Martyr, age 3, of Smiths Grove, will be at 10 o'clock Saturday morning at the St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Burial in the St. Joseph Cemetery. Visitation will be from noon until 8 today. There will be a rosary tonight at 7:30 at the church. Arrangements under the direction of the Hardy and Son Funeral Home of Bowling Green. Graveside services for Annie Mae Williams, age 88, of Louisville, will be Saturday at 1 o'clock at Neal's Chapel Cemetery in Glasgow. Funeral services for Kenneth Darrell Ford, 71, of Tompkinsville, will be today at 2 o'clock at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Interment is to be in the Gamaliel Cemetery. Donations requested to the Monroe County Backpack Program. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
The funeral services at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home are as unique and distinct as the individuals we serve. A funeral can reflect the hobbies, passions, and special interests of the one being remembered. We work hard to make each service as memorable and meaningful as possible, but we can only do it with your help. We can help you arrange a funeral that will express who you really are. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899.
Let's turn to local sports. Exciting baseball yesterday. Heard here on the radio. Glasgow defeated Somerset 5-4. It was Allen County Scottsville over Edmondson County 7-5. Monroe County over Hart County 18-7. Caverna took a doubleheader over Louisville Western. They won the first game 10-2. The second one 16-1. Softball. It was Logan County blanking Glasgow 15-0. Barron County over Russell County 9-3. Bowling Green 7, Monroe County 6, Metcalfe County 20, Caverna 1, and it was Edmondson County 6, North Hardin 3. High school softball today. Glasgow welcomes Metcalfe County for the final Lady Scotty game to be played at American Legion Park. The first pitch is set for 5 o'clock. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune for the broadcast at 4:55 on WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM and online at playwclu.com. Other softball action this afternoon. Barron County travels to Campbellsville. Caverna hosts Butler County. Hart County entertains Casey County. And Edmondson County visits Owensboro. Baseball today, Glasgow is at home against Greenwood. Caverna goes to Warren Central. Hart County welcomes Butler County. Edmondson County is on the road at John Hardin. And Metcalfe County travels to Greene County. That's a check of sports.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Southern States has been partnering with farmers since 1923, which is why so many farmers depend on Southern States season after season for fertilizers and chemicals, baler twine and hay supplies, fly minerals for beef cattle, and so much more. You need it? They have it at Southern States. And yes, they love helping gardeners with seed and supplies. Lots of folks get their propane tanks refilled for the summer season at Southern States. But did you realize they are your home for the world-famous Holland grills? Check them out today. You'll always feel taken care of when you depend on Southern States Glasgow Co-op on Sampson Street.
Northwest flow, not much going on. Seeing a few clouds of clear sky this morning, but change in the offing. We'll see a temperature change, but not much in the way of wet weather coming in over the next few days. And temperature change is going to be in the upward direction. 90 degrees, probably going to keep that away for now. As I said, we won't see too much in the way of rain. A little fog in this morning, otherwise clear, then partly cloudy as we get into the afternoon, 82. Tonight, just a stray shower thunderstorm, 63. Tomorrow, some clouds in the morning, then a mix of clouds and sun in the afternoon. Once again, a passing shower thunderstorm. Rain not all that widespread and won't rain that long if it does rain at your house, 87. Saturday, maybe a shower or two in the afternoon, middle 80s. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Highs low 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at the current conditions. Of barometers at 29.90. The winds out of the southwest at 5 miles an hour. 88% humidity. 67 degrees at the studios of WCLU. 6:33. This weather update brought to you by Southern States.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool,
pool. Doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right. It's a super simple way to save when you take advantage of the Early Bird Hibachi Special at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. Every afternoon from 2 until 5, you can enjoy steak and chicken, or steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp for just $15 each. So many ways to take advantage of this Early Bird Special, from family outings to office meetings to just getting ahead of the crowd. The Early Bird Hibachi Special, steak and chicken, steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp, just $15 each from 2 till 5 at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
You know, Ralphie's Fun Center, the fun place to go and celebrate a birthday, and we got a bunch to celebrate with here for the weekend. Listen up, I'm going to tell you about some fine folks right here. I've got some gongs to sound, okay? Let me get over here and sound the 80 gong today. Where is that gong? Here it is, number 80. For Georgia Key. Happy 80th birthday to Miss Georgia Key today. We have Miss Sierra Arnold having a birthday. It is Bobby Bullington's birthday. Timmy Chapman celebrates today, too. How about the big number 3 for Zandrea McClellan? Zandrea McClellan, actually, there's a note here that it was yesterday, so we still need to get Miss Zandrea on there. Number 3 from yesterday. Lisa Beatty has a birthday today. Tommy Fields, where are you, son? I'm going to bang a 70 gong your way. That's right, the big 7-0 for Tommy Fields today. Gay Gibson has a birthday. Bonnie Pursley is 76. Bill Walter, Patty Brown, Cynthia Rowland, Shane McPherson, Vicki Jones, Gracie May Jones. Gracie May is 9 today. How about that? Now let's look at the Saturday birthday list. David Lessenberry is going to be 38 tomorrow. We have Jimmy Poore, Gene Seltzer, Garland Gilliam, Jackie Fletcher, all with birthdays tomorrow. A very nice couple, Terry and Kathy Prophet. Terry and Kathy Prophet have their 28th wedding anniversary on Saturday. Now let's look at Sunday, shall we? We got Benjamin Bale, Stephen McMichael. Let me practice that. Stephen McMichael has a birthday on Sunday. Alexis Miller. Brianna Wooten is 21. Andrea Barry Pointer has a birthday on Sunday. It's also Sally King's birthday. Cheyenne Fant and River Pearl Byrne. River is going to be 14 on Sunday. Can that be? Yes, it is. How about that? 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online here at WCLUradio.com. Today we are patting on the back by a very special request. Tommy Fields. That's right. It's Tommy C. Fields Day on the radio. Now, let me tell you. Here is the reason for the nomination. Tommy turned 70 on May the 17th. He has devoted his life to serving others as a police officer. He continues to work every day, currently serving as a Barron County Deputy Sheriff, assigned as an elementary school resource officer for the Barron County school system. His love and compassion for these young people is amazing. He is a great example for the youth of our future. And I know tons and tons of folks who will agree with that statement. And we're going to pat Tommy Fields on the back. We got a picture of him on the website there in case you need to familiarize yourself, because you know Tommy. And he's a good guy, and he's good as gold today. Happy 70th birthday from WCLU, and a little taste of Texas. Not 7 anything. Where did I get 7? 6:38. We've got some archives around the corner.
Hardee's used to think.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Casual contemporary beauty. That's the Del Mar from Florence, featuring pad-over chaise reclining seats with tufted cushions, and now available in power. Save $200 on the sofa or the love seat. Your choice, only $8.99. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Persley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
And materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud, and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for us to meander down memory lane to enjoy wrapping up the week with some interesting things. But, you know, I played that sounder too soon because I really ought to get these birthdays on before the archive starts. So let me tell you about Adrian Boyd. Yes, Adrian Boyd's mama called up to wish him a happy 34th birthday today. On Sunday, we have Johnny Paul with a birthday on Sunday, and Roger Simmons. Roger is going to be 55 on Sunday. How about that? Now we are up to date with birthdays and anniversaries. And now we're into the archives, and we're going to talk about history. Very interesting indeed. Coming up here as the archives are brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. Sam Terry will join us for the archives here, learning about history, learning about the way we were, as Barbara Streisand once said. Coming up here just in a second.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
All right, Sam Terry, how you doing this morning, sir?
Doing very well, Henry. How are you?
I'm really good. Just it's a beautiful Friday, and you know everybody's in a good mood. We have lots and lots of calls, and we get to talk to a lot of folks, and I can just sense a good mood in the atmosphere out there today with the weekend coming up and things of that nature. There, Sam. I hope you feel the same vibes.
I do.
All right, let's just get over here and talk about history from the standpoint of 100 years worth of things that got us where we are. Now, this is interesting because 100 years ago, to advertise Ice Chest, you'd think about we were trying to get you ready for going to the beach. Nope. Ice Chest, much more useful in 1919. And this headline reads, very reasonable figures on excellent ice chests. Says here we have on hand a number of very fine homemade ice boxes, cork lined and water and air proof, that we will sell very reasonable. It's the name of the advertisement here is C.H. Hargis and Company. That doesn't appear very often in the archives. I'm not sure about C.H. Hargis and Company. Do you know what that establishment was?
I do not. I assume it was probably a dry goods store of some type.
Like a hardware store, maybe, or something?
Hardware.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar with where that was located.
So we just know they had ice chests at a reasonable price, which is enough to know for the citizens of 1919 to keep that ice as good as they can. How about a 1929 advertisement, Sam? This has a little bit of little promise here. You get more miles per dollar at our service station, opening up on May the 18th. Guess what the name of it was? Hill Service Company. Here's Hill Service Company's telephone number, 293, at the corner of Green and College Streets. And, of course, that today is where Glasgow Insurance Agency is located. But going back to 1929, it was the grand opening of Hill Service Station, where you get more miles per dollar at our station. Now, listen to these bargains. Now, these are some grand opening specials right here, Sam. They feature free 4 quarts of motor oil with a purchase of 5 gallons or more of gasoline. That's an excellent way to get people to come in there, you know. Expert tire service, vulcanizing, washing, greasing, polishing, battery service, assorted chocolates for ladies only. Okay, all y'all old hacks coming down there trying to get a piece of chocolate? No. It's for ladies only at the grand opening of Hill Service Company. And also, they have souvenirs for children. The men get cigars. Come by and get cigars for the men at Hill Service Company. Now, here's a big selling point right here, which you know in 1929, a little different times. But they do boast a ladies' restroom. That's right. A lot of service stations, I guess, only had men's restrooms, but Hill Service says, we want everybody's business, ladies' restrooms. They also have Glyco Gas. It's a one-stop service station. I would say that is clear, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Something for everyone
at
right. Hill Service Company.
Yeah, that is. That's a neat promotion there. Telephone number 293. That was an early phone number in town for sure. So when you drive by there today, drive by Glasgow Insurance Agency, hey, look over there, you say, man, 90 years ago today, they were rocking with assorted chocolates for ladies and cigars for men and souvenirs for the kids. Grand opening. That's the way to do it, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This day in 1939, Edward Dugard, age 11, is recovering at his home near the KU ice plant from injuries sustained Sunday afternoon when a bicycle he was riding was struck by a car, said to have been driven by Mitchell Rigsby. The child received minor injuries. It's claimed that the Dugard boy came out of a side street and that possibly his brakes failed to work. The accident was said to have been unavoidable. Edward is the son of Mr. and Miss Joe Dugard and, according to statements, is well on his way to recovery. Pretty interesting. They're publishing a little hearsay there, you know, Sam. Did you get a hold of that?
Yes, I did, and we see that occasionally in the archives.
Yeah, the car was said to have been driven by Mitchell Rigsby. You know, that's just what we heard. Is kind of what they're saying. That was 1930. It was a terrible accident, though. You know, poor fella couldn't avoid that accident. Pulled in front of that car. All right, 1949, Sam. We've got the information here about what has become a historical landmark in this community. The tuberculosis hospital is nearing completion here. Work on Glasgow's new tuberculosis hospital, which will serve 17 counties in this area when it gets into operation, is nearing completion. Costing more than $1 million, the hospital is expected to be finished by late summer, situated on a beautiful 1-acre wooded tract adjacent to the Sampson Community Hospital. The Glasgow Tuberculosis Hospital is being built by the J.F. Pace Construction Company of Glasgow and will serve from 160 to 175 patients. Grouped around the main building are 4 auxiliary buildings, which include quarters for resident doctors and nurses, a personnel building, and a separate structure which serves as a combined laundry and a heating plant. Formal dedication ceremonies are now being planned. That was a big deal in 1949. You just you think about TB, and you think about its impact on the community and the fact that they were anticipating serving close to 175 patients. That was a big deal.
It was, and there were other TB hospitals besides the one here, and so much credit for all of them goes to Dr. C.C. Howard of Glasgow.
Yes.
Not only for helping to establish the Glasgow facility, but facilities around the state. He was quite a leader in the movement to eradicate TB.
No question about it. And, you know, another statement here in this story is about situated on a beautiful 1-acre wooded tract. That is a beautiful tract up there. Of course, they tore down the building we're speaking about and built a nice new facility, but they certainly took advantage of the beauty of that area up there once again, and something to be proud of for sure. A lot of history. All right, we've got a little ceremony of honor in 1959 here, Sam. This is in the archives. This is in the Republican. Lennis Reese, duly honored last Thursday at Hiceville. Due honors were accorded Lennis Reese, retiring principal of Hiceville High School, Tuesday night at the Hiceville High School. Mr. Reese has served for 16 years as the principal of the school, and during his administration, many outstanding accomplishments have been noted. He had devoted his entire life to education of American youth. It's now Colonel Lennis, following presentation by State Representative James Newberry of a Kentucky Colonel commissioned there in 1959 for Mr. Lennis Reese. How about that?
I believe that was probably a very well-deserved honor. I've heard of Mr. Reese my entire life, and what a fine person he was, as well as an outstanding principal and educator.
Yes, well, certainly sounds like it. And, you know, good principals are valued to the community, valued to the school, valued to the children. And, you know, we have, at the end of this school year, we have principals that are retiring or changing positions. And that's always a big, it's a big change, regardless of when it happens and where it happens. But it's an important part of our education system to have good principals, Sam. All right, let's move to 1969. We got news about Miss Jennifer Shipp. Miss Jennifer Shipp has been named Miss Peabody of 1969 at the George Peabody College of Teachers in Nashville, Tennessee. I remember Miss Jennifer Shipp from back in 1969 and getting her education degree down at Peabody College in Nashville. 1979, Lucian R. Dockery celebrated his 76th birthday and his 25th year with Ben Franklin in Glasgow. Mr. Dockery was, they actually, I think, in the later years of that story, it was named maybe Dockery's Ben Franklin. Do you remember that?
I do recall that was the case. Mr. Dockery was associated with that operation for a long, long time.
Nice big stores going there. I remember it being at least 2 floors, if not 3, and a whole lot of stuff in there. 1979. All right, 1989, we had a notation that work on widening of the 31E bypass will begin in September. Everybody, was scratching their heads saying, huh? Do we need a wider bypass? And you know what the answer was? Certainly we do. And certainly it's a very much improved thoroughfare since that widening back in 1989, Sam. I'm sorry, go ahead. I want to hear your input on that.
That was a nice improvement, and it may need widening again.
Well, it's a busy road for sure. Continues to be. Okay, this day in 1999, senior citizens were taught computer skills. There was a picture here in the Glasgow Times in 1999 of senior citizens being taught computer skills in cooperation with the AARP and the Area Vocational School. Think about that. 1999, computers were so novel, I guess, that it was a news story to show senior citizens learning to operate them. Now look where we are. Senior citizens, I've seen lots of, I guess, call them senior citizens. That's a subjective term to me, but I've seen them running around with iPads, and just smart about everything. But in 1999, we were just kind of getting started in that area, Sam. And this day in 2009, Hannah Kingery and Derek Williams were named the Temple Hill Elementary School's 2009 Volunteers of the Year. And here we are with the end of school coming up. We talked about principals and how important they are, but these volunteers who help out with schools and kind of are folks that the staff can lean on, that makes a big deal, and I think it's fitting that they name Volunteers of the Year. And 10 years ago today, out at Temple Hill, it was Hannah Kingery and Derek Williams. Good folks, Sam.
They are, and service at Temple Hill and all of our schools is such a great contribution to the community, and all of those volunteers deserve a pat on the back.
No question about it, sir. Well, let's see. You got anything else? Any long-lost treasures you want to share with us this morning?
I don't believe I have any long-lost treasures today so far.
Any small little wrapped-up piece of chocolate with the name Hill Service Center on it? You'd want to save that one for sure. Back in the day. Well, thanks for joining me today, sir. We will certainly savor what we've learned about ourselves today and hope to learn more on Monday. A great big thank you to the archivists doing all this digging here, like Gail Berry and Ray Green, and all the folks at the Cultural Center, and all of the audience who just makes this so enjoyable for us to get to share. And it's amazing. And I know you get the same thing. We will strike a nerve with somebody, and they'll remember one more little tidbit, and we get to learn so much. We thank the folks who share, and thank you for joining us. Sam, have a good day, sir.
You too.
Sam Terry, noted historian, helping us out with the color commentary of the archives today, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Service.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Casual contemporary beauty. That's the Del Mar from Ford's, featuring pad-over chaise reclining seats with tufted cushions and now available in power. Save $200 on the sofa or the love seat. Your choice, only $899. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for
Roll again. Get ready on June 27th for a deep dive to downtown Nashville. There you will tour the iconic George Jones Museum and Restaurant.
If you'd like to take the grand tour.
George Jones had more country songs on the Billboard charts and more top 40 songs than any country artist in history.
He stopped loving her today.
Experience his legacy and see George Jones memorabilia up close. Then the music and the enjoyment continue when you sit back in the Schermerhorn Symphony Center and be entertained by the one and only Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. If you're a Green Tree Travel Club member at South Central Bank, your cost is just $200. Non-members, $250. Clear your calendar on June 27th and call now to book your reservations. 1-888-651-7466.
Little fog in this morning, otherwise clear, then partly cloudy as we get into the afternoon, 82. Tonight, just a stray shower thunderstorm, 63. Tomorrow, some clouds in the morning, then a mix of clouds and sun in the afternoon. Once again, a passing shower thunderstorm. Rain not all that widespread and won't rain that long if it does rain at your house, 87. Saturday, maybe a shower or two in the afternoon, middle 80s. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Highs low 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Summer is almost here, and you don't want to miss out on the Summer Kickoff Memorial Day sales event going on all month long at Goodman Chevrolet. This month, we're making deals you don't want to miss out on, like 0% for 72 months on most 2019 Crew Cab 1500 Silverados, or you can save up to $9,500 off an even larger selection of Crew Cab Silverados. Plus, great rebates on the Equinox, the Traverse, the Tahoe, and the Suburban. Not looking for new? That's okay. We have great sales prices on all used inventory, and we offer more for your trade. Plus, it gets even better. As part of our summer kickoff sales event, everyone who takes an official test drive will be entered to win either a 55-inch TV or a Weber gas grill. So come in today for your test drive. Goodman Automotive, home of the powertrain for life. Things were never better at Goodman.
Great deals, no games. Come home to Goodman.
All special APR subject to credit approval. Silverados with 0% interest includes 1LTs and RSDs.
Today, keep this thought in mind. Every single person you meet, every single person you come in contact with today is special and important and valuable and unique. In Acts 17:25, the Bible says of Jesus Christ that he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. Every single person you've ever seen, every single person you ever will see in the future, each of these people is a person of infinite value. Each person is made in the image of God. For God so loved the world. Each of these is someone that Jesus died for. Treat each person that way. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
All right, thank you, Bart. We are at 7:02, 67 degrees here from WCLU. Let me jump over here and tell you about the fact that we have more folks to join the birthday club today. Well, actually, this is for Saturday. We have Jane Keys. Miss Jane Keys has a birthday on Saturday. We also have on Sunday the birthday of Selena Moore. And Grant Lauer. Grant is going to be 21 on Sunday. Some nice folks have a nice birthdays coming up here this weekend, and we're glad to be sharing here on WCLU. We're going to come right back and get our trivia question out there so that you can have a chance to win a delicious Little Caesars pizza. Hang on. Every year, Glasgow Building Supply provides quality driveway sealer to Southern Kentucky homeowners at the best price. And the pallets of premier Blackjack brand sealer have arrived at Glasgow Building Supply. Get a jump on sealing now. Each bucket is coal tar free and covers up to 350 square feet. Easy to use for resealing driveways and parking lots. Blackjack Driveway Sealer. Talk to the pros today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. They've got what you need in stock now.
Taking care of the less fortunate. A lot of politicians talk the talk, but how many walk the walk? Kentucky has one that does. Our Agriculture Commissioner, Ryan Quarles. Upon taking office, Ryan Quarles tackled the problem of hunger, which affects more than 700,000 Kentuckians, including 1 in 5 school children.
As the Ag Commissioner decided we should do something about this. And so 2 years ago, we started what's called the Kentucky Hunger Initiative, a first of its kind effort.
Under Ryan Quarles' leadership, Kentuckians are coming together to make sure our neighbors get the meals they need.
And now Kentucky has the strongest food donation law in the country.
That's our Agriculture Commissioner, Ryan Quarles, a creative, conservative leader who has earned our vote for re-election. Paid for by Kentuckians for Strong Leadership, which is responsible for the content of this advertising. KentuckiansForStrongLeadership.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Let me check some of the folks who are tuned in on Facebook Live, just because we like to put a little shout out here. I don't have time to type back in to say good morning to everybody, so that's why I want to jump in here and say good morning to Nancy Nelson Cochran, who is watching today, Eddie Shirley, Chris Henderson, and her mama Sandy Gordon are tuned in today in Ohio. We also have, Dale Copus is tuned in there to make sure we are covered. Eva Yates, Terry Pruitt has her Facebook Live on. Sharon Peterson is tuned in. Gail Berry is tuned in today, too. My goodness, so many nice folks there. We thank y'all for tuning in on the morning show here on WCLU. Terry Jackson called up to tell me one little tidbit on the archives here. Back when he was, when his daddy, Georgie Joe, went to the service, he was working at Hill Service Company. And after he got back from the war, his discharge statement from the Army said his occupation was service station attendant. And so Mr. George Joe Jackson went back to work at Hill Service Company. But also Terry and his brother Tommy and their mama Annie Lee were living in the old Reb building, which is right across the street from Hill Service Company. So it was a convenient neighborhood thing right there back in, 45, 46, somewhere in that neighborhood. Interesting to see. It's nice to come home from serving your country and have a position waiting for you, and an excellent place to live while you're taking care of that job, too. All right. Thanks for sharing there, Terry. And it's 7:06, and it's 67 degrees. Little Caesars gives the prize. What about Little Caesars?
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy Thin Crust Pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round one topping Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
Okay, here's the question. 651-9149-800-956-1023. According to the statute, when does the Kentucky General Assembly convene? All right, we've got a big election coming up here next week. We've got folks running for legislature. We've got folks running for governor. We've got folks who are certainly interested in serving their communities. Technically, when does the legislative session begin? Hello, Trivia.
January 15th.
No, it's not right. In the statute, it prescribes when the Kentucky General Assembly will convene. Hello, trivia.
June 1st.
No, it's not right. According to the statute, when does the Kentucky General Assembly convene? Hello, trivia.
First Tuesday after the first Monday.
That's when it is. Who is this speaking?
David Frazier.
David, what you doing?
Being guilty of Googling.
Well, that's okay. You can do that. You know, we hadn't had you on the show in a while, David. Or at least
Been
not
working long hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is true. You know, now, of course, the governor can call a special session whenever he wants to, but if that's not going on, the legislature convenes the first Tuesday after the first Monday in January. A little rest of the story here, David. In even-numbered years, sessions may not last more than 60 legislative days and cannot extend beyond April the 15th. In odd-number years, sessions may not last more than 30 legislative days and cannot extend beyond March the 30th. So it's a little bit of, you know, you got to figure out where you've been, where you're going, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But the first Tuesday after the first Monday in January, then that's when the legislative session convenes.
All right.
So I've got a certificate for you to go to Little Caesars and enjoy delicious pizza, sausage, large sausage or large pepperoni. Okay.
Can I throw a plug in for the Veg Jam 5K real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, the Veg Jam, of course, the Veg Jam's June 8th.
Yeah.
I'm the director of the Veg Jam 5K, and that starts at 8 o'clock that morning down at the same spot.
Uh-huh.
And got some good door prizes and stuff, and I think this is like the 7th year for the 5K and the 13th, maybe 13th for the actual Veg Jam.
Well, that's coming up, you know, and it's one that has grown, and they do a good job with that, and they got a good man in charge of the 5K, sounds like to me.
Let me throw a number at you real quick.
Okay.
If you're interested in the 5K, call me, David Frazier, at 270-590-1901.
Oh, that's easy enough to remember. 1901. It was a good year.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Henry.
that. You have a good day, sir. David
See you, bye.
Frazier winning Little Caesars Pizza Trivia today. The legislature in Kentucky convenes on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in January. Write it down. And also write this down. Would you like to go to work at Little Caesars? Well, they are hiring right now, we understand. And you can apply online to work at Little Caesars by going to mrkpizza.com. 7-Eleven.
CBS News Update. The possibility of a war with Iran is coming into clearer focus, with U.S. intelligence warnings Iranian militias in Iraq are ready to attack Americans. But Iran's ambassador to the UN is questioning whether the U.S. actually has satellite photos showing what analysts say are containers for short-range ballistic missiles being loaded onto boats. Majid Takhravanchi spoke to senior foreign affairs correspondent Margaret Brennan.
U.S. intelligence says they have evidence of that. Do you deny that?
We do not fire missiles out of small boats. As long as they cannot share those information with the general public, I think there is no utility in saying that these information are credible.
In Washington, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham is demanding all lawmakers be briefed before a scheduled meeting next Tuesday.
I would tell the administration you should pick up the phone and call members of Congress so that we don't have a microphone put in our face, ask us about why you're doing something and we have no clue.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Right now, you can enjoy a small Frosty at Wendy's for only 50 cents. Chocolate or vanilla, either way, it's just 50 cents. Hurry into Wendy's and treat yourself to one today at a participating Wendy's for a limited time.
Bailey Gibson has been serving customers in Kentucky, Tennessee, and surrounding areas for over 40 years. We take pride in our many return customers who know they will get service after the sale. Whether you're looking for a new Buick or GMC, car, truck, or SUV, we have them all.
And used vehicles, too. Just give my dandy a call.
Bailey Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
And we say a very good day to you. I'm Brennan Crane reporting. Every year, thousands of people fall victim to scams and lose thousands of dollars. While living in a digital age, it's easy to become a victim of phone or internet-based scams. However, there are ways to combat this ever-growing problem and protect you from online criminals. Recently, the Hart County Sheriff's Office took a complaint regarding an act of fraud. Banks and all parties involved will be withheld due to this being an ongoing investigation. According to the Sheriff's Office, the scam began in California. A person's bank account was hacked and a fraudulent wire transfer was sent to a person in Hart County. According to police, the victim to the crime believed the hacker to be her boyfriend. She sent nearly $30,000 via UPS to a person in Florida. The Hart County Sheriff's Office was made aware and intercepted the package prior to it being flown to Florida via overnight air freight. The bulk cash was returned to the bank and returned back to the original victim in California. Some things to remember regarding fraud. No legitimate government agency, for example the IRS, will contact you and demand money over the phone. No legitimate organization will request you to send money in the form of gift cards or prepaid credit cards. No jail will allow you to bond a family member out with gift cards or prepaid credit cards. Jails also require you to be present and sign paperwork in order to bond someone out. Just because a phone number appears to be local, for example, if it begins with the area code 270, it does not mean it is local. Phone numbers can be spoofed into appearing to be local and can even be made to appear as one of your family members' phone numbers. And if you have a home computer equipped with antivirus software, you can still be hacked. Do not open any emails that are sent from an unknown source. Mammoth Cave National Park's Green River Ferry service and portions of Green River Ferry Road will be closed to all vehicular traffic from approximately Monday, June 17th to Friday, November 15th, in order to complete a vehicle ramp extension project. The Green River Ferry area will remain open to paddlers and hikers throughout the construction, but parking and public access will be limited. The Green River Ferry Road will be closed from the north side of the Green River, beginning just south of Maple Springs Campground, to the south side of the river at the entrance of the Green River Ferry parking lot. Parking within the parking lot during the construction will be prohibited. Day-using parking lot will be allowed along the south side of Green River Ferry Road in areas where vehicles can safely pull all the way off the road. The Echo Springs Accessible Trail will remain open to hikers, with 2 accessible parking spaces in the Green River Ferry parking lot remaining open only for visitors with accessibility needs. In addition to the vehicle ramp extension, the park will launch an updated ferry boat in November of this year, which has been retrofitted to improve safety and operational efficiency of the ferry service. The new boat will sit higher in the water, carry up to 12 tons of weight, and have longer ramps to reach further up the shoreline. The new ferry will also provide seating and bike storage for hikers and bicyclists and should be able to accommodate some horse trailers. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury yesterday around 7:09 in the morning on GL Comer Road and YMCA Way. The Glasgow Police Department, Glasgow Fire Department, and Barron Metcalf EMS all responded. And there was another accident with injury at 7:37 yesterday morning at the Cave City Dollar General. Cave City Police, Cave City Fire, and Barron Metcalf EMS all responded. The Glasgow Police Department will be holding a law enforcement memorial service today for the citizens of Glasgow and Barron County. The service starts at 1 p.m. at the Glasgow Police Department. Speakers of the ceremony will include Chief Guy Howie, Sheriff Kent Keene, Commonwealth Attorney John Gardner, Circuit Court Clerk Chrissy Cofields, Mayor M.D. Armstrong, County Judge Executive Michael Hell, and special guest speaker District Judge Gabe Pendleton. Again, the public is invited to attend. The Military Order of the Purple Heart Heartland Chapter 67 invites the public to the Willa B. Brown Pioneer Life Awards ceremony next Tuesday. The event will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. The award will be given to the descendants of Willa B. Brown. For more information, call 270-304-6044 or the Cultural Center at 270-651-9792. There will be a retirement reception for Barron County High School Principal Brad Johnson next Tuesday. The event will be held at the Barron County Air Innovation Zone from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. This is a community-wide event and everyone is welcome to attend, according to the school. We have 718, degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more news.
I was currently with no prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight, and had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-5347. Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
In more news this hour, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin's administration has started its appeal of a federal judge's ruling that struck down a state abortion law that would halt a common second trimester procedure to end pregnancies. The Republican governor's legal team filed a notice of appeal Wednesday with the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. U.S. District Judge Joseph H. McKinley Jr. ruled last week that the 2018 law would create a substantial obstacle to a woman's right to an abortion, violating constitutionally protected privacy rights. Bevin, who opposes abortion, immediately vowed to appeal. The law takes aim at an abortion procedure known as dilation and evacuation. According to state statistics, the procedure was used in 537 of 3,312 abortions in Kentucky in 2016. A consent order suspended the law's enforcement pending the outcome of last year's trial. Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andy Beshear has denounced a short-lived attack against him as one of the most disgusting ads in Kentucky political history. The TV ad, briefly run by a super PAC, came up during a debate Thursday night among the Democratic candidates for governor. The group later said it was pulling the ad. The group supports one of Beshear's main Democratic rivals, Adam Edlund. Beshear said the group is mainly bankrolled by the mother-in-law of Edlund's running mate. Beshear called elections an integrity test and said one candidate has failed, a reference to Edlund. Edlund responded by trying to link Beshear to campaign cash from the maker of OxyContin. It's a claim that Edlund and the Super PAC both made in previous ads. Beshear's campaign has called those ads shameful and false. And Kentucky's chief election official is projecting about 12.5% of the state's registered voters will turn out for next week's primary election. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes said Thursday it appears turnout next Tuesday will be consistent with past primary elections, based partly on current absentee voting patterns. Grimes says it's not okay for such a small portion of Kentuckians to vote and says she hopes more Kentuckians go to the polls to prove her prediction wrong. Kentuckians will be selecting nominees for governor and other statewide constitutional offices next week. Grimes tracks absentee ballot totals as an indicator of Election Day turnout. Based on current statistics, Grimes projects next week's turnout will be in the range of the 2015 primary election, when nearly 12.6% of Kentuckians voted. Undaunted by his status as a political underdog, State Representative Robert Goforth has logged more than 10,000 miles in his pickup truck and invested at least $750,000 of his own money into challenging Kentucky's governor in the state's Republican primary. Along the way, he's tried to incite a GOP revolt against incumbent Matt Bevin. Goforth points to what he sees as the governor's shortcomings, from his handling of Kentucky's pension problems to his feud with groups representing public school teachers. Goforth says Kentuckians are fed up with Bevin, who is seeking a second term. Goforth hails from tiny East Bernstadt in Laurel County. He's one of 3 GOP candidates challenging Bevin in the state's May 21st primary election. The other Republicans running for governor are William Woods and Ike Lawrence. And a thoroughbred retirement farm in Kentucky has welcomed former graded stakes winner Saudi Poetry as its newest resident. Old Friends Farm says Saudi Poetry was donated by former thoroughbred trainer Jeff Morris and his longtime friend author Laura Hillenbrand. The farm says the 22-year-old mare arrived Wednesday. Saudi Poetry ended her racing career with 5 wins out of 15 starts, earning $596,972. As a 3-year-old, she earned her first graded stakes win at the Grade 2 Louisville Breeders' Cup Handicap at Churchill Downs. She later captured the Grade 3 Fleur-de-Lis at the same track. Old Friends say Saudi Poetry's offspring failed to live up to her own achievements at the track. Old Friends founder Michael Blowen says the farm is lucky to have such a beautiful and intelligent mare. It's 7:23, 67 degrees. I'm Brennan Crane for WCLU Local News.
I start my day with coffee. Some days, you don't rely on me as much. Some days, you need me every few minutes. I may help you get dressed or brush your teeth. I may help you with toileting. I can tell when you're irritated or tired. I know you're frustrated because your family hasn't been to see you. Sometimes, I help you navigate pain. Some days, you don't like me very much, and that's okay. I may hold your hand if you're sad, or laugh with you when you're happy. I walk over 3 miles every day. I love what I do. I'm an RN. I'm an LPN. I'm a CNA. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a nurse. During Nurses Week, we at NHC salute you, our nursing staff. NHC Healthcare, Glasgow.
Are you in the market for farm machinery, tools of all types, and odds and ends useful in construction and around the home and farm? Then Big South Realty and Auction has an auction you can't miss Saturday morning at 10 a.m. It's the Adam Isbell Estate Sale at 3200 Fisher Ridge Road in Horse Cave. What a variety of equipment. A Ford 2000 tractor with a Wagner Ironworks loader, industrial-sized Massey Ferguson tractor, wagons, trailers, tractor parts, a new Century cement mixer, small drill press, drills and bits, Dremels and welders. For the mechanics, there's a Troy-built zero-turn mower not running, a 2002 Pontiac Sunfire for parts, and a rear-tine tiller. You've just got to attend this auction and truly understand the variety of useful items to be sold. From downtown Horse Cave, take Highway 218, cross the interstate, and turn left onto Fisher Ridge Road. Signs are posted. Conducted by Big South Realty and Auction, Joe B. Murphy, broker, and Jeff Gerald's auctioneer. See you Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Eastern Kentucky toddler who made headlines for disappearing earlier this week is expected to go home to his family soon. Suzanne Duval is following the story.
It's by the grace of God that we found him.
22-month-old Kenneth Howard was found 1,700 feet from his family's Magoffin County home after rescuer Michael Tussey heard him crying.
And as they were yelling, I heard something distant, just a cry. And I just yelled for everybody to hush a minute, and he done it again, and I was like, I found him, and I took off running.
Tussey, a firefighter with the Prestonsburg Fire Department, along with other rescuers, telling reporters Thursday it was an emotional moment.
I was bawling like a baby. I'm not going to lie.
They say other than suffering from dehydration and tick bites, the boy was in remarkably good shape and was happy to be reunited with Mom and Dad. I'm Suzanne Duval.
Voter turnout in next Tuesday's primary election is projected to be about 12.5%. That's according to Kentucky Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes, who says the turnout would be consistent with past primary elections. The Democratic gubernatorial candidates debated last night, among them businessman Jeff Young.
As a Bernie Sanders Democrat, I am in favor of improved and expanded Medicare for all.
Attorney General Andy Beshear.
What separates me from my opponents is talk versus action. Everybody tonight will talk about health care, but I'm actually fighting for it in 3 national lawsuits where the federal government is trying to tear away coverage for pre-existing conditions.
Also debating House Minority Leader Rocky Atkins and former Auditor Adam Edlin. Jockey Luis Saez has appealed his 15-day suspension involving his ride aboard the disqualified Kentucky Derby winner, Maximum Security. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Well, good morning, everybody. Waking up with 67 degrees. Here we are at 7:27. Big event coming up next week at TJ Sampson's Lunch and Learn series. This is going to be a great one to learn from and to enjoy at TJ Sampson. We've got Katie Gilson. Katie's got the education title as well as several other titles that she wears, but she's always kind of been in charge of Lunch and Learn, doing a great job with it too, I might add. Katie, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Henry. How are you?
I'm doing real good, and I know that folks want to listen up because this particular Lunch and Learn that's coming up on Tuesday is going to be one that a lot of folks in the community have been talking about, haven't they?
They have. They absolutely have. We've actually partnered up with Chrissy Cove-Fields, our circuit clerk, and we're going to be bringing a speaker in from Northern Kentucky to be talking about Casey's Law. And this is a intervention for someone that is abusing a substance, and it allows a parent, friend, or relative to petition a court for treatment on behalf of that person, because sometimes they're not able to see, what they're doing, and so this allows family members and friends to get help for that person.
Yeah, it's to me. I was thinking about the fact you're going to do this. There are so many folks in our community, across the entire state, across the entire country, who know somebody who could use some help, but nobody knows how to help them. And this whole thing with Casey's Law, I think, shines a new light on things that can be done. Katie?
Absolutely. And we're really excited to have this. We've actually had one other event, and so they've agreed to come back because we had such a great turnout a couple weeks ago, and this is just a good opportunity to come and help, even if you don't know anyone, but maybe if someone comes and like a friend or a relative, you can have this information and be able to help them.
That's right. Let's give them the who, what, when, where, and why, okay?
Yes. Well, next Tuesday on May 21st, we'll be at the Pavilion in the community room there, and we'll be there from 12 to 1. Mm-hmm. If you'll bring your lunch, we'll provide water, and we'll be there from 12 to 1. It'll be a great time.
All right. So that's Casey's Law, and you're going to be certainly having a good program there, and I feel like that it's going to be one of those, again, where you can hear the pin drop as people listen to the details and listen to some of the ways that these laws have made a difference in folks' lives already, right, Katie?
Absolutely.
Okay, and if people want to know more information, give us a good contact number where you could say, hey, what about this or what about that?
Yes, you can give me a call, 659-5528.
Okay, 659-5528. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you so much,
for doing
Henry.
this. It's going to be a great program.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. It's Katie Gilson with TJ Sampson Community Hospital talking about Lunch and Learn next Tuesday, a very excellent presentation about Casey's Law. 7:30, we'll check the forecast, and we'll check on some birthdays for you, too. Elmore Realty and Auction is conducting an auction sale this Saturday, May the 18th. A cozy home centrally located in the middle of Glasgow. This is the Marjorie Bybee Estate Sale at 204 Humble Avenue. There's 2 bedrooms and 1 bath in this 864-square-foot home. A spacious living room is complemented with an eat-in kitchen and utility room. This home is close to the city park, to schools, and to retail. This is an excellent investment opportunity, too. You don't want to miss it. Go online and learn more with pictures and a full brochure at elmoreauction.com. That's elmoreauction.com. It's 204 Humble Avenue in Glasgow at 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. Sold at auction by the name you've grown to trust in Southern Kentucky since 1935. Elmore Realty and Auction. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
At Key 1 Hour Cleaners, we've been serving Glasgow for 31 years, and we're here to stay. Yes, back in 1988, the Catron family began Key 1 Hour Cleaners. We're still in the same location on Happy Valley Road, and we're working each day to keep your wardrobe in top shape. We have convenient hours for everyone, and we're open for drop-off and pickup on Saturdays, too. If you need a dry cleaners you can count on Key 1 Hour Cleaners being there. 31 years and growing. Key Cleaners.
Northwest flow, not much going on. Seeing a few clouds of clear sky this morning, but change in the offing. We'll see a temperature change, but not much in the way of wet weather coming in over the next few days. And temperature change is going to be in the upward direction. 90 degrees, probably going to keep that away for now. As I said, we won't see too much in the way of rain. A little fog in this morning, otherwise clear, then partly cloudy as we get into the afternoon, 82. Tonight, just a stray shower thunderstorm, 63. Tomorrow, some clouds in the morning, then a mix of clouds and sun in the afternoon. And once again, a passing shower thunderstorm. Rain not all that widespread and won't rain that long if it does rain at your house, 87. Saturday, maybe a shower or two in the afternoon, middle 80s. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Highs low 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Pressure's down at 29.90. I don't think we'll see that go much further down. The winds out of the southwest at 5 miles an hour. 88% humidity and no precip in a big bucket on the roof here this morning. But we are at 69 degrees, warming up a wee bit. 7:33. The weather brought to you this morning as a service of Key 1 Hour Cleaners. Regardless of the weather, your clothes will look great when you let Key keep them up for you.
Taking care of the less fortunate. A lot of politicians talk the talk, but how many walk the walk? Kentucky has one that does. Our Agriculture Commissioner, Ryan Quarles. Upon taking office, Ryan Quarles tackled the problem of hunger, which affects more than 700,000 Kentuckians, including 1 in 5 school children.
As the Ag Commissioner decided we should do something about this. And so 2 years ago, we started what's called the Kentucky Hunger Initiative, a first-of-its-kind effort.
Under Ryan Quarles' leadership, Kentuckians are coming together to make sure our neighbors get the meals they need.
And now Kentucky has the strongest food donation law in the country.
That's our Agriculture Commissioner, Ryan Quarles, a creative, conservative leader who has earned our vote for re-election. Paid for by Kentuckians for Strong Leadership, which is responsible for the content of this advertising. KentuckiansForStrongLeadership.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Yes, indeed. Let me get over here and get the birthdays taken care of here. Up to date, I guess, is the word.
The Republican governor's legal team filed a notice of appeal Wednesday with this.
Hang on. Let me turn that down right there. Let me get the birthdays going over here. The birthdays today include Sierra Arnold, Georgia Key. Georgia is 80 today. Bobby Bullington has a birthday. Timmy Chapman celebrates too. We have Lisa Beatty. Tommy Fields is 70 today. Gay Gibson with a birthday. Bonnie Pursley is 76. Bill Walter, Patty Brown, Cynthia Rowland, Shane McPherson, Vicki Jones, Gracie May Jones. Gracie May is 9 today, we understand. Saturday, we have birthdays for several nice folks, including David Lessenberry, who is 38 tomorrow. Jimmy Poore has a birthday tomorrow. So does Gene Seltzer, Garland Gilliam, Jackie Fletcher. Adrian Boyd is going to be 34 on Saturday, and Jane Keys has a birthday on Saturday. And it's the 28th anniversary for Terry and Kathy Prophet, number 28. Now let's get over here and look at the Sunday birthdays. For example, we have Benjamin Bale, Stephen McMichael, Alexis Miller, Brianna Wooten is 21, Andrea Barry Pointer, Sally King, Cheyenne Fant, River Pearl Byrne is 14 on Sunday, Johnny Paul, Roger Simmons is 55, Grant Lauer is 21 on Sunday, Selena Moore has a birthday on Sunday as well. And we know about a belated birthday. Actually, not belated. You know it is belated. She was 3, I think, yesterday. Zandrea McClellan, 3 yesterday. And let me remind you, we're patting on the back today by special request, Tommy Fields. Tommy is having his 70th birthday today. He's a good fella. He's good as gold. Let's remind him of that today. From WCLU and Little Taste of Texas, I want to read the nomination form again because this is very nice. Tommy turned 70 on May the 17th. He has devoted his life to serving others as a police officer. He continues to work every day, currently serves as a Barron County Deputy Sheriff assigned to an elementary school resource officer for the Barron County school system. His love and compassion for these young people is amazing. He is a great example for the youth of our future. That is certainly some nice words about a great fella, Tommy Fields, good as gold, on his 70th birthday. 739 WCLU.
Good morning, friends. At 1 Peter 4 and verse 10, the apostle says that as Christians we are stewards or managers of the grace of God. This would imply that God owns everything and that we are simply to use and handle all things properly according to his will and purpose. We will be held responsible for how we use the things God has given us. Some areas of responsibility are our abilities. The parable of the talents at Matthew 25 shows that our responsibility is related to the abilities we've been given. All of our abilities should be used to the glory and praise of God. Our time. It is sad when some say they do not have time to go to church or do the work of the church, but the same ones have time to go to ball games, time to watch TV, or time to go out and eat very often. The problem is not time, it's priorities. Wealth and possessions. Both money and the ability to make it come from the Lord. Are we more concerned with laying up treasures for ourselves on earth or in heaven? Are we more concerned with hoarding money for our earthly future than with helping the less fortunate ones around us? Don't give the leftovers to God. And finally, the gospel. As Christians, we are entrusted with the life-changing, soul-saving gospel. Are you sharing it? Jesus commands us to be his witnesses as we live in this world. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
The Empty Nest inside Pharmacy Express is full of goodies like new fall fashion jewelry, home decor for every room, artwork, and much more. Check out the Cindy bracelets and On Who jewelry, both with great causes. The Empty Nest also offers wedding and baby registry. Make sure to ask about their customer loyalty program. For every purchase at the Empty Nest, you earn double points to redeem for cash off your next purchase. You'll find the Empty Nest is not so empty inside Pharmacy Express on the corner of Cleveland Avenue and the Bypass in Glasgow.
Elmore Realty and Auction is conducting an auction sale this Saturday, May the 18th. A cozy home centrally located in the middle of Glasgow. This is the Marjorie Bybee Estate Sale at 204 Humble Avenue. There's 2 bedrooms and 1 bath in this 864 square foot home. A spacious living room is complemented with an eat-in kitchen and utility room. This home is close to the city park, to schools, and to retail. This is an excellent investment opportunity too. You don't want to miss it. Go online and learn more with pictures and a full brochure at elmoreauction.com. That's elmoreauction.com. It's 204 Humble Avenue in Glasgow at 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. Sold at auction by the name you've grown to trust in Southern Kentucky since 1935. Elmore Realty and Auction. Dakota Ray Elmore, Principal Broker and Auctioneer.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Meals for Change ad. How would you like it?
Oh, a country singer.
Well, let's hit the stage.
Oh, thank y'all. That was called Pickup Truck and a Dog. Now let's give a shout out to the good folks at Subway Restaurants. Buy a fresh value meal, which includes a 6-inch sub, bag of chips, and a 21-ounce drink. They'll donate 10 cents up to $5,000 to the local Salvation Army. Subway, make it what you want.
April 25th through June 26th at participating restaurants. Fresh value meals are prepared in front of you.
Let me get over here and tell you about a couple more birthdays. Deborah Willis has a birthday today. And also, my goodness, David Barber is 18 on Saturday. Yes, it's true. David Barber is 18 on Saturday. So that, I think, takes us up to date here on birthdays and anniversaries. We're going to be giving away a delicious Dairy Queen birthday cake from Dairy Queen, of course, to some lucky winner, as we will be doing so at the bottom of the hour at 8 o'clock. So be sure to be tuned in. And so that if you win it, you got to call the radio station and let us know that you're tuned in so we can tell you how to go about getting that delicious Dairy Queen birthday cake, and also a beautiful rose from Greer's Florist to be given away. And I need to get over here. There's a hat somewhere. Here it is. Nellie is always good about putting these names in here and putting this Ken Lane cowboy hat in here. Made. I wish you could. I don't know if I can show you this or not. Where is it? Hang on. Let me get the right camera on here first of all. Well, let's see. It says. Well, let me draw the name, then I'll show you. It says "Made in Texas." How cool is that? I'm gonna dig down in here. Close my eyes. One of these people's names I'm drawing is going to be winning dinner at a Little Taste of Texas. All right, what did I pull out here? Will Rutledge. Will Rutledge, who was good as gold on Wednesday. Will Rutledge, that's the name I've drawn out of the hat. Now let me take the rest of the names from the week out of here, and I can hold it up and show you on the camera where that Ken Lane hat there says, if I can get it. See right there? Made in Texas, USA. That makes it authentic. It's a classic. Okay, we got that taken care of. And it's 7:44, and I've got some tidbit news to share with you here just in a minute if y'all will come on back.
Everyone's time is at a premium. Using time wisely is even a mark on a young student's grade card. Well, at Ely Drugs, we value your time. That's why we have a website that lets you order prescription refills online with a simple click. Go to ElyDrugs.com and click on the icon that says Refill Request. That'll save you tons of time in getting the refill, plus making sure you take it on time, too. And talk about a time saver. Ely's investment in a new automated filling system means even shorter wait time. Ely Drugs helps you manage your health and your time. Check us out at ElyDrugs.com.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
That's Spin the Globe. We've got some tidbit news to share with you this morning, and it's always fascinating when we look at the world of tidbit news. People doing some things that might make the news, but not necessarily the headlines. Like this girl out in actually she's from Arkansas. This story's been going on for a little while, but it's finally been resolved, I guess. There's a woman from Arkansas. What she did was she posed as a California sheriff's deputy in order to break her boyfriend out of jail. Well, yesterday she was sentenced. Her name is Maxine Fieldstein. She's 30 years old. She pled guilty yesterday to several charges, including criminal impersonation, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. But half of her sentence was suspended by the judge. Now, I was going to use the Queen song, "The Things We Do for Love," which would have been a particularly good theme song for this one, "The Things We Do for Love." Maxine Feldstein was sentenced to 30 years in prison for impersonating a sheriff's deputy to bust her boyfriend, Nicholas Lowe, out of jail. In July, she posed as Deputy L. Kershaw with the Ventura County Sheriff's Office at the Washington County Jail, presented a forged document to fool those at the jail into freeing her boyfriend. Nicholas Lowe reportedly told Feinstein to pose as a deputy from the sheriff's office, citing court documents. Lowe told his girlfriend that she would tell the jail staff that the sheriff's office was having issues with overcrowding and all low-priority extraditions have been suspended. 2 days later, a real Ventura County Sheriff deputy called on the jail to let them know that he was on his way to pick up Mr. Lowe. This would be the real deputy sheriff. That's when jail officials realized what had happened. The couple was arrested in Fayetteville, Arkansas, about a month after the incident in the court. Feldstein also pleaded guilty to second-degree criminal impersonation, forgery, third-degree escape. In February, she pleaded guilty to third-degree escape and was given a year in jail with credit for the time served. So it's just, the things you do for love. They have long-range implications, and in this case, not such a happy ending. But that's a gutsy, you got to think a whole lot of a fella to go over there and break him out of jail under such false pretenses. Story number 2, we have these stories, but nonetheless, it's always intriguing, but we seem to have more and more of them. Next time you go to Florida, think about this. Staffers at the U.S. Air Force Base in Florida had to bring in the heavy gear to help clear a runway this week. They used a front-end loader to remove an alligator that decided to lounge on a takeoff and landing strip at MacDill Air Force Base. A wildlife manager helped orchestrate the gator's removal, having it scooped into the bucket of the loader. The base ended up sharing a photo of the reptile on Facebook, along with a caption saying the gator was just prepping for takeoff. Yeah, you can joke now. A base spokesman says the alligator sightings are common around the base, which is located in Tampa, Florida. And finally, this story, Maine public schools and universities are soon going to be banning the use of mascots and logos depicting Native Americans. Democratic Governor Janet Mills' office says the bill she signed yesterday will become effective 90 days after the legislature adjourns. Penobscot Nation Ambassador Molly Dana says the law is a huge step toward trust and respect for the indigenous people. Democratic Representative Benjamin Collins says members of tribal communities are people, not mascots. There you go. Tidbit news for today.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Casual contemporary beauty. That's the Del Mar from Ford's, featuring pad-over chaise reclining seats with tufted cushions and now available in power. Save $200 on the sofa or the love seat. Your choice, only $899. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics. We get like 10 requests a day to come sing at weddings to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
The Green Tree Travel Club at South Central Bank is ready to hit the road again. Get ready on June 27th for a deep dive to downtown Nashville. There you will tour the iconic George Jones Museum and Restaurant.
If you'd like to take the grand tour.
George Jones had more country songs on the Billboard charts and more top 40 songs than any country artist in history.
He stopped loving her today.
Experience his legacy and see George Jones memorabilia up close. Then the music and the enjoyment continue when you sit back in the Schermerhorn Symphony Center and be entertained by the one and only Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. If you're a Green Tree Travel Club member at South Central Bank, your cost is just $200. Non-members, $250. Clear your calendar on June 27th and call now to book your reservations. 1-888-651-7466.